And Rotary greetings to all. Good evening. Thank you so much for that introduction. You could have cut it down to 25% because Rotary required only a part of it. But nonetheless, thank you. And before I begin, I must compliment those young children who made that excellent presentation. Please, send my compliments to all the children. It was really, really refreshing to see, these children perform with so much energy and so much gusto. Thank you so much for arranging that program. So President Abdul Rahman, Rotary Coordinator, Past District Governor Ishtiaq Rahman, PhD, Past District Governor Abdul Rahman, PhD, Installation Chair Vikas Das. It is indeed a pleasure to come to your club. In fact, it was just by chance this installation, my attending this installation got fixed because we were in touch. I was providing a message to your club for this brochure which you were going to bring out, and at that time only we decided that I am coming to Sylhet on 13th of July for the zonal training assembly. So it was, and then your president got back to say that since we are having the installation, why don't you come? So I said, yes, if I am there in Sylhet, I will come. But then by saying yes to one, I got into trouble because I had to attend two. Yesterday when I landed from the airport straight, I went to the installation of the Rotary Club of Jalalabad, and it was a long program. Today was a whole day zonal training assembly, and I see so many of our friends from the zonal training assembly also attending here. Welcome to them also. And also congratulations to IPP Afsaruddin Ahmed. They have done a great job. Your report gave a lot of activity which you have done. Congratulations to you and your team. We are now in the new year, the Rotary year 24-25. Let us erase the memories of 23-24. We did a lot of work in 23-24, but as they say, Rotary, you have to keep going on. And we have to stop harping about what happened in the past, who did what, why it happened, why it is there. Today, we are facing a situation where we are where we are. The clubs, the district 3281 and 3282 does not exist. They have become administrative regions 64 and 65, and we have to accept that. And the earlier we get on rails and start doing what Rotary wants us to do, Rotary has given a very special mandate. Since there is no district, it is only clubs. The clubs have to be given all the support, the clubs have to be strengthened, and towards that end, we have set up certain verticals in terms of club support, in terms of membership development and extension, and as well as for Rotary Foundation. And in due course, we started in February. In due course, we have added more members. So today we have a coordinator for each of these verticals and a deputy coordinator and co-coordinators, which are in 5 co-coordinators in each of the zones. So every club is in fact covered by a coordinator. So my request to each one of you is focus on your clubs. If we have strong clubs, we can send a very strong and a good message to Rotary that yes, the clubs are functioning, Rotary wants to remain. And today in the morning in the zonal training assembly, there were almost 450 Rotarians from all over the Sylhet region attending, which shows the commitment of Rotarians to do it. But when these kind of things happen, there are always some upheavals. Upheavals in the sense that after long districting, some people had been, their positions had been withdrawn, and I kind of replaced them from 1st February. So obviously nobody likes to take that thing so easily. So we are facing some kind of bottlenecks, some kind of problems, and I would only urge you to stay away from any kind of wrong influences, because ultimately it is Rotary International which is going to prevail. And let me tell you, in September, in May, I attended the Rotary International Convention in Singapore. In that convention, I had the opportunity, because of my this position which I am holding as RIPSA, to have a personal meeting with the Rotary International President then, Gordon McKinley, the President-elect then, Stephanie Elchick, the General Secretary John Hugo, and many others, which included the Chair and Trustee of Rotary Foundation, incoming and outgoing, and the membership head of Rotary International. Each one of them had a good word to say for Rotary in Bangladesh. They said the membership of Rotary in Bangladesh is excellent, the project of Rotary in Bangladesh is excellent, and the contribution of Rotary in Bangladesh is excellent. So you do what you have to do. We want Rotary on rails in Bangladesh, and we want it soon. They are giving me all the support. Rotary is giving me the support. I need your support. You see, you have to now stand up. Because Rotary says we wanted to get Bangladesh back on rails soon. Though the period given is 24 to 27, but that is a starting point. It can be before, and if we cannot reform ourselves by 27, it can go to 28, it can go to 29, it can go to 2030. I am not interested, and I don't think even Rotary is interested. So my request to each one of you again, I don't want to make the scene very long, is focus on your works. You have a team which is in place, interact with them, and do whatever is required. Increase your fellowships. Right now, the mandate is to do it only in class, but slowly we will expand these things to being able to do it in zone, and probably we may have annual get together or something of the entire B65 at some stage. But for that, the things need to improve. You have all heard about the theme Magic of Rotary. It's a very simple thing. What you have been doing for the last 45 years for the community is also the magic of Rotary. Every project you do is a magic of Rotary. Because if you don't do something, you can't create magic. We have talked about polio being very important. We must know that today if you contribute $100 to polio, the Gates Foundation is matching it with $200. So your $100 becomes $300, not for Rotary Foundation, but for eradicating polio in the world. One last thing which I want to address is, many people have asked me this, why should we contribute to the Rotary Foundation? We have been not restricted, we can't, have any global grants, our grants are all stuck up. Why should we give it? The reason is because the global grant comes from the DDF, District Designated Fund, and that District Designated Fund comes from the contribution made by Rotarians 3 years prior. So if our district is going to go out of non-districting and we get districted, you will be eligible for global grants. But when you are eligible for global grants, you do not have DDF. And if you don't have DDF, you will not be able to do projects. So if you are positive and keeping that in mind, that we want to get back as 3281 and 3282, we want to do projects, we want to do global grants, we must start contributing to the Rotary Foundation. It can be small contributions. There are various things which you can do. It was also pointed out that you can Paul Harris Club, college, society, so many other banners and labels are there. You can definitely contribute as much as you want, but continue the habit of contributing, because that will bring, and that will also be noticed by Rotary International that look, we have put them in a difficult situation, but in spite of their commitment to Rotary is there, and therefore we should consider removing the non-districting at the earliest. So friends, thank you very much for inviting me. It has been wonderful coming and being able to know about your club, know about your projects, meet many of your members today at this Women Training Assembly, and I wish you all the very best, and I hope that you will continue to do magic in Rotary. Thank you.